Welcome to Board Game Empire. Today we're going to review Risk Warhammer 40k. And so anyone who has played Risk, this game is extremely similar. The mechanics is the same. The only difference is you have major and minor objectives. You have territory cards that you could trade in for reinforcement. You have leaders that have leader skills. That's pretty much it. There's not much of a difference, and just the theme and Warhammer theme. So if you already have Risk, there's not much of a difference. If you don't have Risk, I would say Risk Warhammer 40k would probably be the better choice, just because there's different variants that you could play in this one. You could play Total Dominance, where you take control of the whole board, which takes probably the same length as standard Risk game. Or you could go with a major objective, or pretty much our major minor objective where you have to get 3, and that ends the game. That time frame varies from, I would say, probably an hour and 20 minutes to probably 2.5 hours. But if you play the Total Dominance, I'm guessing that would be your standard 3 to 5 hours of Risk that the original game pretty much had. And that's the one I'm familiar with because, that's the one I grew up playing. So we're just going to rate the Risk Warhammer 40k. So for the rules, I would give it 5 out of 5. Very well outlined rule book. And it has all the little icons and shows you how to set up, instructions, everything, deploy armies, starting the game, territories, and just everything is outlined extremely well. There was one issue that we couldn't find when in the standard setup, if you're able to put your characters and the boundaries here, where you're able, or fort wall. That we couldn't find in the rule book. We looked several times. We might have missed it, but we didn't see it at all. And so that aspect of the rules we didn't see. But overall, it's just a well outlined, easy to read manual or rule book. And so 5 out of 5. Component quality, I would give it 4 out of 5. The little miniatures are great, and so is the board. The only negative would be the cards. They're very flimsy and they're not well made, and so that aspect of the component quality, that's why I nicked it into a 4. So 4 out of 5. But overall, just great components, and really love the miniatures. And I like how all the miniatures factions are different and very well designed. As you can see, here's one, the purple one, and then the red one has like little wings. And here, let me find the blue. The blue is pretty much tanks. And so, also the little characters are all different. And so just extremely well designed little miniatures, especially for the size they are. It's probably, detailed for their size. So 4 out of 5 in the components. Overall experience, I would give it 4 out of 5. Great experience. Brings me back to the old Risk days where, you're playing. We didn't play the Total Dominance because that would just take way too long. And our son also, started school again. He does online, but we just wanted to make sure we got it done. But great game. Like the minor and major objective better because it does streamline the game more, and so you're not playing for endless amount of time. So 4 out of 5. Mechanics, I would give it a 4 out of 5. There's nothing really new to mechanics except the minor and major objective that does streamline it and makes it a lot faster game because you're just going for 3 objectives and then you win the game. That aspect of the game really does help. But It is a push your luck game because you're constantly rolling and maneuvering, and you can always attack in your turn. And so you're pretty much, it's totally luck based. As you saw in the playthrough, the first half of the game, I was trying to attack certain territories, and my wife just kept rolling sixes and fives, and I was not able to, advance in my game, and so it's extremely luck based. Also, there's the cards. Although you get reinforcements cards or territory cards, most of them are just one or two. Let me see if there's anything beyond. So yeah, most are 100 or 200. So there's not really that big of a price for attacking constantly, and you can only get one territory card per round. So the reinforcement aspect of the game really doesn't. It comes into play only if you just stockpile territory cards, but there's not like you go get like a 400 or 500 and just get reinforcement like instantly. You probably get one or two if you get the 200. You get 2 units. So the mechanics aspect of the game, I would give 4 out of 5 because it hasn't changed enough to really warrant the difference from the original. So replayability, I would give it 5 out of 5. This is actually, and we have the old one. Actually, we bought the old one from when I grew up. It was out of print for years, and when it came back in print, we actually had to seek it out and bought for outrageous price for what it is. But I just wanted to keep it because it's nostalgic, and so I would say that this is the better of the two because of the minor and major objective, because it is the same mechanics and everything, and this does streamline it like I mentioned before. So replayability, 5 out of 5. Overall total, I love Risk. Originally, as I stated, I literally seeked out the original because it was out of print forever, and then it went to print shortly after we actually bought the old one for outrageous price, which is common board game industry. You buy something and then the company eventually reprints, and then you realize you just spend outrageous amount that you didn't have to, but it is what it is. So overall total, I love Risk, so I'll give it 4 out of 5. It is a great game. It does bring back memories. I spent many days playing with my brother Risk. Me and my wife, when we lived in Washington State, we played Risk quite a bit. And it would be like a 2-3 day, because we were both in college, it would be like a 2-3 day ordeal. We'd just leave it out on the table and play. And so just a lot of memories. And I could see how this would actually been better because it streamlines it. So 4 out of 5. I would say anyone who doesn't or doesn't have the old Risk and deciding which Risk to buy, I would say if you like the old Risk mechanism and you want to buy something that's more streamlined, that you're just not playing for 3-5. I mean, you can because it's total dominance. There's a variant, but if you want to play more streamlined, like hour and 20 minutes to 2.5 hours, you can play the objective variant. And so this is the better of the two. And so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have my social medias down below in the description. I'm going to have a link of where to buy the game. And I'll see you in the next video.